Hey, it's Jeff, the Orlando Parks nerd. If you are like me, you are super excited about the new Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind attraction at EPCOT. And as a matter of fact, I just got back from there, so I'm really excited to share with you the information that I learned about the boarding groups, how to get one, what it looks like. I want to set you up for success for when you get to go and ride this awesome ride. So let's jump into it. All right, so first of all, what is a boarding group? Well, this is something that Disney has been using for a while now for really super popular attractions. So think like Rise of the Resistance, Remy. So if you've used boarding groups before on any of those other attractions, then you will know what to expect for Guardians of the Galaxy. It's the same process, just a different ride. But basically the boarding group acts as a virtual queue. So instead of standing in a 2 or 3 hour long line for this very popular attraction, you are given a boarding group which has a time that you can come back to the ride and experience a somewhat shorter wait time. You know, it's not fast pass, it's not lightning lane, but you know, it's better than standing there for 3 or 4 hours, right? So that's what the boarding group is. And right now for Guardians of the Galaxy, you have to have a boarding group in order to ride. You can't just show up and expect to get in line. Okay, so when and how do you get a boarding group? Okay, well, you've got 2 opportunities to get them. So that's one thing you want to understand. If you're an early bird, there is a 7 a.m. opportunity to get a boarding group. That's where I sit. I like to do it early. But there is also, if that does not appeal to you, if you don't care about getting it early, or if maybe you missed out, maybe you tried at 7 a.m. and you didn't get it, don't panic. There is a 1 p.m. opportunity as well. And in fact, the 1 p.m. is actually typically easier to get. Now, I had success. When I show you my screenshots, I'm going to show you what I did at 7 a.m. and I was successful. I was able to get that boarding group. But again, like I said, don't worry if you miss out on the 7 a.m. There is a 1 p.m. time as well that you can try for a boarding group. Now, the other option is, of course, if you don't want to mess with boarding groups, you can purchase an individual lightning lane. And if you want to know more about individual lightning lanes and what that looks like, I have another video. I will link to it in the description below. So if you want to know more about that, you can check that video out. But as far as the boarding groups, let's go ahead. Let me jump in and show you what it looks like in the app when you get your boarding group. So you go into the app, and then down at the bottom right, there are the 3 lines. You tap those, go down to virtual queues, and then you're going to see this. It says My Queues, and then it has a button that says Join Virtual Queue. So you're going to tap that, and then you're going to tap on Confirm Your Party. Now, I did this well before 7 a.m. and that's what I recommend. Whether you're going for the 7 a.m. or the 1 p.m., I recommend, at least like probably 10 minutes before. I did it like a half hour before, but you could probably do it like 10 minutes before, you'll be fine. Have your party confirmed and ready to go, so then all you have to do is tap on the refresh button. So you can see my party, it's a party of 4, but only 3 of us wanted to ride it. And so that's why I had to go into edit, and then I go in and I select just the 3 of us who are going to ride, and then I confirm party, and now I'm ready. So basically at this point, you're gonna just wait until either 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. You wanna be very exact. You really wanna watch the time. So as soon as the clock hits 7, in my case, or 1 o'clock if you're going for the 1 o'clock boarding group, you wanna hit that refresh. And if you're successful, you're going to get assigned a boarding group. So in my case, as you can see here, I made it into group 2, which was pretty sweet. And you can see I had an estimated wait time of 105 minutes. It's important to know, if you get the 7 a.m. one, you will not be able to get another boarding group for 1 o'clock. So keep that in mind. It's 1 or the other. You can't have both a 7 a.m. boarding group and a 1 p.m. boarding group. So figure out for yourself what works best for you and your group. Like, are you going to want to do it early? Are you going to want to do it later? And then go from there. So once you have your group number and you have your time to return, now you can pretty much just do whatever you want. Go into the park, enjoy yourself, go on other rides until that time comes up, and then you can show up at Guardians of the Galaxy and get in and ride it. Regardless of what time you get there, you are going to have a blast. This ride is so much fun. It's funny. It's innovative. It's not like anything I've ever ridden before. We loved it, my kids and I. So I very much encourage you, get a boarding group, get yourself on to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the parks.